I have to try to be quiet, so you might be really close to my face. Because he's asleep. He's got an early morning. I might even post this right now. Just, might be interesting. It's 2 in the morning. I'm wide awake. I watched a video of the drummer, and I thought to myself, maybe I could do that. I used to be really artistic and musical somewhere along my life. It just changed. I was in too much pain, and I chose a different path. That's a story for another time. So here I am, wide awake, very suddenly quite emotional, and I've had insomnia since I was 2 years old. I was in a very, very bad situation. They told me it was an accident, but based on the documents and the stories that I've been told, I don't think it was an accident. That's a book. That is it. I'm not going to get into that, but that I haven't slept right since then. And in addition to that, people with multiple sclerosis tend to suffer from insomnia. I think the MS Society stated it at least half, if not more than half, of people living with multiple sclerosis have a series of sleep illnesses, sometimes all of them, like apnea and insomnia. And based on these 2 life circumstances, I have wild insomnia. It's not like I have anything to do tomorrow, but it makes you feel helpless. I'd love to sleep. Yeah. Something really simple, you know. And like, I'm on a small cocktail sedative. That's a whole other different story why my doctors and I have me on the medications that I'm taking. I've got a pharmacy in my fucking bedroom and in my pantry. That's more than one story. You know what I mean? Why I'm taking these things, and they used to work, but they've stopped working. One of the things too is that a lot of prescriptions, especially sedating ones, your body does acclimate and grows a tolerance to them, and you have to keep increasing them for them to keep working. And I'm stubborn. I don't want to keep increasing them. Like, there's this one drug that I'm comfortable increasing, but I want to only increase that one when I'm further along tapering off of the other drugs that I'm taking. I preferably wouldn't have to be taking anything, but I know that with my circumstances and my health the way that it is, it's just, I would quite literally not sleep. It's that point. It didn't used to be this bad, but I think everything that I've been through and all of the traumas that have come to light over the past year have just culminated in this. One of the bigger ones, though, is the multiple sclerosis. That's a big one. So I'm often very uncomfortable and in pain at night. The biggest thing that keeps me up, and I don't know if this is MS related, but I've had it for the past like 6 years, it's the hot flashes. Oh my God. The nauseating hot flashes and the cold sweats. Like, I'll be in bed. My feet will feel like fucking bricks of dry ice to a point where I'm like putting a heating pack on them. I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks. I'm wrapping them up in my sheet and my duvet and then a fuzzy blanket on top of that. I'm fucking cocooned up like a butterfly. you know what I'm saying? And they're still cold. But the rest of me will be melting hot. And it's like you take the blanket off to cool down, and then you're freezing cold, and you put the blanket back on because you're freezing cold, and then you heat right back up. And the headaches. Oh. And this is a thyroid thing, even though my TSH is normal, I'll probably still have this symptom forever, but it feels like my eyes are, and I know they're not bulging, but it feels like they're bulging out of my head. When I close my eyes, it feels like they're popping outside of my fucking head, and it makes me feel like wide awake. So here I am at 2 a.m. sleepless again. Seems to just be getting worse. You know what I mean? And it's like, part of me is really chill about it, because like, what the fuck am I gonna do with my day anyway, other than just rest? But today was exciting. I was able to do some very light yoga on the floor for about 2 to 3 minutes. And that is the most physically active I've been in. I'm not including times where like I have to get up and run errands and walk places, you know what I mean, that kind of stuff, but like physically active with the intention, you know what I mean? So I don't know if it counts, because like, you know, I was out running errands and stuff like that before it got really, really bad. But that was the most. I shake a lot when I'm tired. Maybe that's a common thing. I don't know. That was the most active. I want to say something like 8 months. I'm not 8 months. 4 to 6. I'm not entirely sure. All time is kind of blurred together at this point. You know what I'm saying? My sense of the passage of time is somewhat blurred because most of my time is spent in mindless activities. There's no structure to my life, and so it's difficult for me to pinpoint when such and such happened, because everything is just kind of meshed together, you know what I mean? So I did the yoga today. That was very, very exciting. Some light floor work. My kinesiologist will be happy about that. I made breakfast by myself. And then a few hours later, I even managed to get a bowl of cereal together. That's the most I've eaten in like 6 months, if not the entire time. You know what I'm saying? Food is it, yeah. That's the thing. So, anyway, I'm rambling. I know that I'm rambling because it's 2 a.m. You know, I have my medications on board. Not all of them are sedating or relaxing. It's a series of other medications I take to just kind of keep my body going, suppress symptoms, and so forth. As you can see, my body is very tired. My hips hurt, my knees hurt, my shins feel like they're on fire, but like deep inside, you know what I mean? Like in the bone, because the skin is still a bit numb. That hurts. Ow. Probably not gonna post this because I kind of feel like just a straight up psychopath right now, because I'm rambling. This is just kind of how my mind gets at 2 a.m. when I can't sleep. which lately is most nights. And then it fucks me up even more for the next day. And yes, I meditate every morning. I meditate every evening. You know, I try to drink water in the evening. I schedule my meals. You know, I do most of the things, right? I watch YouTube in bed because usually if I don't have something to occupy my brain, I will be up thinking for hours, just hours. I won't sleep because my brain keeps me more occupied than fucking YouTube. So that's the only thing. But I turn my screen off down so low that in the light of day it looks like it's locked, and I put it on like the yellow tint and sleep mode. So I'm doing the things that I can think to do, the things that I've tried that were working at one point, but the symptoms keep they keep the problems to manage ever flowing because they are consistently changing. And so what works over here doesn't work over here. What works back then doesn't work right now. And so it's just this constant cycle of figuring things out. And it's exhausting. Here I am at 2 a.m. sleepless again. I'm starting to get really shaky, so I'm gonna cut the video. I probably won't post this because it's kind of ugly. Just rambling like a psychopath. Talk about symptoms and shit, but insomnia is, insomnia's bitch. I know a lot of people can relate to that for different reasons. A lot of people have insomnia. It's not just an MS thing. Most people with MS have it, but insomnia is like, so I feel like a lot of people could relate to this video right now, and it might help them be like, you know, shit. Because like a lot of the time, I'll be up at like 2, 3, 4 a.m. or whatever, or 12. I'm gonna get to sleep by 3 because I took a much more meds. Not 20. But I do know that like sometimes it feels really lonely. Sometimes it feels good because I'm like, cool, I'm the other one. But a lot of the time I'm just like, is anyone else kind of suffering this? It used to be more of that than anything. Is anyone else kind of suffering this with me? And if you're thinking like that, then I'm here to tell you that you are not the only one suffering with this. I am suffering with this. I think it's probably why I'm going to post this video at 2:30 in the fucking morning. Let's just switch shit up. Let's just see how it goes. You know, let's just see how it goes. I might post it, I might not. I don't know. Probably will. Ooh, you know, just who knows. Just play it by ear. Let's just see what I can always take it down. Okay, bye.